All right, folks, breaking news today in Cops and Crime is that a suspect has reportedly been arrested in connection with the murders of four University of Idaho students, right? The most important update yet, an investigation has stretched on for at least 7-8 weeks. What we know now is the person's name is Brian Christopher Koberger. He's 28 years old. He was taken into custody in Pennsylvania early Friday, according to the Associated Press. So apparently he graduated from college in Pennsylvania, then went ahead and he was attending Washington State. Apparently he was a PhD candidate in criminology and justice, and they found police found his DNA, and they were also able to track his white Hyundai, which had been seen near the crime scene. So it looks like they may have solved this case, but once again, innocent until proven guilty. We'll have to see where the facts are. But if his DNA was found at the scene, and which is definitely very likely, I've spent some time watching a lot of these CSI type criminal shows, Cold Case with Bill Curtis and all those shows, and Forensic Files and The New Detective and stuff. And it seems like when somebody goes ahead and uses a knife to slash and kill people and stab them, that invariably, especially with a bloody thing like this, with four people being murdered in a very short span, there gets blood all over the knife and blood over the hands, and chances are the knife may slip a little bit and you may actually wind up cutting yourself on your own knife. So it'd be interesting to see. They say they found his DNA. Did they find his DNA mixed and mingled with the victims? And have they ever found a murder weapon? And will they find any kind of cut marks on his hands, like, where the knife would have gone ahead and slipped because of the blood? But apparently they do have some evidence, and they went ahead and arrested this guy, Brian Christopher Koberger, 28 years old. And it looks like all those internet sleuths out there, and especially that one gal on TikTok, was going ahead and posited up her theory that the one of the professors over at the school, over at the University of Idaho, was somehow connected to it, and she was saying she had all this evidence and this, that, and the other thing. She was just fanning the flames and just making a lot of noise to try to get her some attention and some views. And she might wind up like another Alex Jones and getting sued. Of course, Alex Jones got found liable with the hundreds of millions of dollars because he has lots of money, but this other TikTok person, who knows if she has any money at all and how she's ever going to be sued for anything. So again, people, the breaking news is that the Moscow police, assisted by Idaho state troopers and the FBI, poured over surveillance video footage, physical evidence, community tips until the discovery of the white sedan near the crime scene broke open the case. And then they went ahead and probably went ahead and traced the tag, the plates on that car, found out where it was, who was registered. They go ahead and do some cross-checking, see he's from Pennsylvania, he's from Washington State, basically it's a short drive across the state line to the university he was going to. So what'll be interesting is they've established that there's some DNA apparently, and in the white Hyundai, so there is some linking of him to the crime scene. But now we have to see, did he have the motive? And did he have the opportunity, right, people? That's what it is. You got means, motive, and opportunity, right? So if he had if he was there, potentially at the scene, what would be his motive? Why would he go ahead and do this? Was there some jealousy, some rage against these particular individuals or individual, and then it lashed out at everybody else? What was his alibi on the murders? They have to go find out if he was, if he was around there, if he was somewhere else. So we're definitely still a long way away from a conviction. I'm guessing that, he's going to get extradited back to Idaho, and he's going to face charges, and they're going to have preliminary hearings, and he's going to get probably a court-appointed attorneys and all that, and there's going to be lots of different motions filed and everything. I think we all know in this country the legal justice system moves quite slowly and quite methodically. They try not to make mistakes, but of course mistakes are made all the time. But nonetheless, they do try to mitigate those mistakes as much as possible by making things kind of move a little bit slower and methodically, so that we can make sure we have the guilty person getting locked up and the innocent person getting set free, right? So again, we will see what happens in this, but this is a massive breaking news in the crime blogosphere and podcast sphere, and everyone is talking about this. And hopefully they got the right guy, and hopefully they can make this stick, and hopefully he never sees the light of day again. But again, innocent till proven guilty, and we'll see where it goes. Thanks for listening.